I'm Isi and I play Jin. I felt Jin was a very quiet, one-liner kind of character, but as the episode goes on, the character grows, he became somebody more vocal with the friends around him.
Does that mean we are friends?
Yeah, we are friends. Alright then.
Hello, I'm Kasimir and I play the role of David. David is a character that has a troubled past, but he stumbles upon a very mysterious power that is supposed to have him save the world.
Hey, I'm Jamil Schulze and I play the character Leon. One at a time, guys! He's the geek in the group, the Nightwatchers.
Is that the Cloak and Kuro Warrior?
If it was not for his kind of stubborn curiosity, the Nightwatchers would have never been formed.
Who the heck are the Nightwatchers? Us! Duh!
Hi, I'm Cheryl. I play Holly, otherwise known as Miss Lim. She's a little bit of a mystery, I would say. So by day, she's a teacher. Do you really want that? And by night, you guys have to find that out for yourself.
Hi, I'm Estelle and I play Sarah in the Nightwatchers. Well, my character is the goth, popular girl who puts up that really tough front, but deep inside she's just really soft.
Sarah, are you okay?
How do I relate to my character? I think our face looks similar. And I think our fashion sense looks similar.
We have all been bullied, we've all felt vulnerable, and I think a whole bunch of us understood what it means to be outside of the normal. This desire to grow stronger and overpower your circumstances, I think this is something we all can kind of relate to.
When I first read Leon, it seemed very clear to me that a lot of the scenes that he had were very comic relief. A lot of times in the show that it delves into deep emotional spaces, particularly with our lead Jin.
The three of us almost died.
He's kind of the glue of the Nightwatchers. It became about companionship and community, and he just wants friends.
Yeah, anything at all, bro. Just say it and I'll do it. Leave me alone from now on, okay? Thanks, bro.
My first impression, it was like she's moody and broodyish. It seems like she's a little bit selfish, but the more I got to know her, I felt like she's just really very much like every other person who's always a little bit insecure. She wants to be accepted by everyone, including her family, her friends. But then she finds herself when she meets Jin and Leon.
We're heroes!
Holly is a huge contrast for me in real life because usually I'm more meek, a little bit more introverted, but when it comes to Holly, she is stern.
Staying on school grounds after hours is a serious offense.
And you can feel her presence.
Difficulty I face playing my character. I think the stunts would be one of the challenges I face because I am not the most athletic person, as you can see. Let me show you. And then I become the floor. But for this particular show, I really enjoyed working with this group of wonderful stunt people, him included, and they really guided me through this process.
I think he did good.
Protected, well guarded, now I get flung around.
I think for me, I tend to play characters that are moody, and usually the characters are strong. But I think for me, the vulnerability, the naivety of David was a bit of new territory for me. And then we'll save the world, right?
I think one of the most challenging scenes, we were filming in a toilet.
Whoa.
And we were battling one of these monsters. I got quite wrapped up in the battle to the point where I couldn't move. And I was sort of stuck like that for many, many hours in between moving the camera and different takes and just keeping that energy up. I just realized that it doesn't have a zipper. It makes me feel anxious and congested and like I don't want to drink water for the next 12 hours.
This particular scene where I get wrapped up into almost like a mummy kind of situation. And then I had like a few stunts involved, and then yeah, it was just really cool because it's the first time I've ever done any stunt work, and it was just great having people there around me to make sure everything was going right. And then the co-star with me at that point of time, he was really patient and he was really like into the moment, which made the experience a lot more fun for me.
Oh, here it is. Yeah, I will play his character. It'll be interesting. Actually, we're kind of parallel characters. We have the same, I would say, identity, you say? No.
Yeah, we are like
We're parallels.
Yeah, I'm like a dark reflection of you.
Yeah.
And I think in that same way, I would probably consider...
Yeah. If you notice, there's one particular scene in one episode, we actually wear similar outfits. And that is to actually have the contrast and to show that hey, we're kind of same but different because we walk different paths with similar supernatural powers.
Yeah, I would say the ancient one. He's really cool. There's like a lot of build up to this big baddie. Yeah, when you see him, you realize that okay, he's powerful, man. I wish he had more time for you guys to get to know him, but he's a really cool character. I would definitely go for the ancient one.
I wouldn't mind Patrick.
Don't be afraid.
So I could get the little antennas.
Do I have to? I don't think I would want to play anyone else but Leon.
This is gonna be awesome.